guys, this is RTX Meetlug and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm gonna be reviewing the M.S.I G.L.65 laptop which I purchased from Amazon about 3 weeks ago on a sale for 54,990 Indian rupees. This is advertised and sold as a gaming laptop and it's a notebook build, considering the fact that it has a 15.6-inch screen, not some big 17 or 18-inch one, and it's not as fat as a normal laptop. Let's first start with the build quality. It's made out of premium plastic resembling the feel of a metal structure to some extent. It's made really well since it doesn't bend or press at all even if you apply a tad bit of force. It has a streamlined design of a gaming laptop and a lot of ventilation for the two fans to throw out hot air when the laptop is running at full force so that it remains cool. It has a red and black combination which looks incredibly beautiful on this. As I said, it has a 15.6-inch Full HD 1080 pixels display with a 720 pixels webcam which records AV footage at 30 frames per second installed at the top, which is what most typical notebook builds tend to go for. As you guys can see, this footage right here is recorded on my gaming laptop's web camera at 720 pixels running at 30 frames per second. It's a bit fat for a notebook, but still less fatter than most of the normal laptops, so it's justified to call it a notebook. It has got a very nice keyboard which has a crisp feel when you type on, and it comes with per key RGB lighting support. Frankly, this is the feature which impressed me the most in this laptop. Typically, per key RGB support is only available in laptops which cost above 70k in my nation. But this laptop gives that under 55k, and it's a fully customizable, high quality RGB lighting, not just a low end single pattern lighting. Very impressive. Coming to the ports available on it for external device connectivity, on the left side you have got one Thunderbolt port, one Ethernet cable port, one HDMI 4.0 port, two USB 3.1 ports and individual ports for headphone or speakers and mic respectively. On the right side you have got the charging port, one USB 3.2 port, and the manufacturers even managed to put a SD card reader in there. Honestly, this is the highest number of ports I have ever seen in a notebook build, and I'm quite impressed by the manufacturers that they gave us 3 USB ports and even a SD card reader, since most notebook builds in this budget give 2 USB ports at max and no SD card reader. Now let's get to the specifications of this laptop to know what components are inside this tight and compact streamlined notebook chassis. It comes with an i5 9300H processor which is clocked at 2.4 GHz and can turbo boost itself to 4.1 GHz when needed to squeeze out maximum performance in a particular app or game. It's a processor made specifically for laptops by Intel. In terms of overall performance, it's comparable to an i5 8400 from the desktop side. It has 8 GB of DDR4 RAM clocked at 2666 MHz. Since this laptop is primarily meant for gaming, this should be more than enough to handle all of the recent games without any sorts of stuttering. You can also do mid-end AV or audio-visual content creation with this much RAM. But if you are buying this laptop and planning to do professional AV content creation, you can go on and upgrade its RAM to 64 GB DDR4 2666 MHz. At this budget, no other laptop offers such high upgradability in terms of RAM, but M.S.I has done it. Impressed. Now let's come to the heart of a gaming computer, whether it's a laptop or a desktop, the graphics card. It comes with a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 4GB GDDR6 graphics card. Keep in mind, this is the full-fledged desktop version of the graphics card and not the Max-Q version made specifically for gaming laptops by NVIDIA. The former is 10 to 15% faster on average than the latter in terms of overall performance, but the latter consumes a bit lesser power and remains a bit more cooler under stress, though the difference isn't of night and day. Coming to the storage capacity of this laptop, it comes with a 512 GB NVMe SSD or solid state drive, which is really fast. The genuine copy of Windows installed on this laptop boots up and shuts down under 4 seconds as a result of this, plus deleting and copying or cutting files from one place to the other is also super fast. I managed to copy the Witcher 3 Game of the Year edition's files, which are almost 36 GB in size, to another disk under 4 minutes. Quite fast. Personally, I bought this laptop mainly for gaming, so 512 GB of storage is enough for me. But if you have bought this laptop for gaming and also for day-to-day usage or storage, then you can upgrade its storage capacity by adding another SSD or a HDD hard disk drive depending upon your preference, as it has one empty slot for it. Its battery backup is around 5 hours and 30 minutes in casual usage when you set the slider to best battery life after clicking twice on the battery icon in Windows UI, and super battery mode is enabled in the M.S.I panel, which you can toggle through by pressing function plus F7 keys. While during heavy gaming, which is why I suppose most people would purchase this gaming laptop, when you have set the set slider to best performance and extreme performance is enabled in the set panel, you get around 2 hours of backup. Overall, for a gaming laptop, this is subpar. But since this is a laptop, I recommend that you always do taxing gaming or run intensive apps when plugged into your charger, as then the components can utilize as much power as they require to run at their fullest extent from an external power source, which gives about a 5% boost in overall performance, on average in most laptops. Coming to charging speed, it's decent. You can charge it fully from 0 to 100% in about 2 hours and 30 minutes. Its display is 60Hz, which means it supports video output till 60 FPS. Its color correction is not the best compared to premium notebook laptops in this price range like from Dell, Lenovo and HP, but it gets the job done and is actually an overall improvement compared to the GF series of the M.S.I gaming laptops. Plus, gaming laptops aren't meant for having a state-of-the-art display, they are meant to provide the best price to overall performance ratio. The trackpad feels nice and quite premium actually. It presses nicely without any issues whatsoever and has a good response rate. The speakers are the only thing which disappointed me in this laptop. They are average and don't support Dolby Atmos surround sound or Max, though they are quite loud. Let's finally talk about the software part of this laptop. It comes pre-installed with a quick heal antivirus protection with a subscription of an year, and it also comes with a free copy of Marvel's Avenger game, which recently released in September, costing about Rs 2,500, which can be redeemed on the manufacturer's website if you have purchased this or any other M.S.I GL series laptop with an i5 9th or 10th generation H series processor before next year's March month. It has a 2 years warranty, which means that you can get it fixed for free in case you experience any faults in the hardware or software part of this laptop at a M.S.I service center near you for free if 2 years haven't passed by since you bought it. Now let's get to some gaming benchmarks, since most people would be buying this laptop for having a nice time playing modern games. I used a very famous software called Fraps for tracking in-gameplay FPS. First, I tried out the Witcher 3 Game of the Year edition as I wanted to kill some monsters in a beautiful medieval fictional world. It's one of my top 15 favorite games of all time and one of the best action-adventure RPG games ever made in my opinion. I was able to get an average of 40 FPS in the game in its most demanding area, that is the swamp in Velen. All settings were on very high and the resolution was also the highest which this laptop supports, that is 1920 multiplied by 1080. Nvidia's hair work were enabled, though I knew they have little to no usage in the game, yet they are very intensive on the graphics card and cut the FPS by 10 to 15. I simply turned them on to keep the visual settings at the absolute highest. Then I tried out Battlefield 1, which is the best looking Battlefield game in my honest opinion because of its very realistic surrounding environments and dark gritty lighting. I set the visual settings to as high as they could go at 1920 by 1080 resolution, and not even once I dropped below 60 FPS. Then I tried out Doom Eternal, which released this year only in March and was one of the few good things to happen in 2020. It's easily my favorite game this year and an epitome of insane graphics and terrific optimization in games. I didn't use Fraps to track its in-game FPS because it already has a default FPS counter which can be enabled in the settings. All the settings were on high, except for the texture's pool size which was medium because of VRAM limitations. Again, not even once I dropped below 60 FPS. Overall, this gaming laptop is a beast for its price and provides an unfathomable gaming experience. The price to performance ratio for it is unexpectedly insane because if you build a custom desktop or get it assembled by someone with similar specifications, you're gonna end up paying above rupees 40k. And that's not even including external accessories like mouse, fully customizable RGB keyboard, speakers, oblique headphone, 1080p 60Hz monitor, 720p 30fps web camera, 2 years warranty, and software support such as genuine copy of Windows 10 and quick heal 1 year antivirus subscription. All that comes available right off the box in this gaming laptop, and if you add the price of all those commodities in your custom desktop build, you might as well end up paying more than the MRP of this gaming laptop. This is a quite rare occurrence in case of gaming laptops, as they mostly are more expensive than building a custom desktop or getting it assembled. All I can say is well done, M.S.I. I give this laptop a 4 out of 5. After more than 3 weeks of rough and tough usage and rigorous testing, it hasn't slowed down a bit. The only flaw in it are its average quality speakers, rest everything is really nicely done. In this price range, in my opinion, this is the best gaming laptop one can buy as of now.
So yeah guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. So before ending this video, I want to tell you guys that the script for this video was recorded in 2020's December month. So some of the statements which I made are from the context of the December month of previous year, and that's the reason why some of the statements would not be getting along very well with convolution and time. So please keep in mind guys that the script of this video was recorded in December month of 2020, not in 2021. So some of the statements would be applicable in the context of the year 2020 only. So yeah guys, that's it for me right now. Like, share and subscribe. I'll catch you in my next video. Until then, peace. Have a nice day ahead. Bye bye for now.